Good morning. Jeremy Jones, Director of Public Works here in the City of Wellington. It is Thursday, about 10:30, Thursday, September 24th. We're out here on Lincoln Street between Woodlawn and Fair. And I got Blair Barnhardt here, who with the Barnhardt Group and ITMA, or International Pavement Maintenance Association. And if you notice, if you're watching this video, you probably saw the council meeting last week when the council approved a contract with Blair to come in and do a complete survey of our street system. So I want to get Blair here in front of the camera so that everybody could put a face with the name, see the equipment that he's using, and not get too anxious when you see him putting a hole in our street. So we'll kind of explain what we've got going on here. So Blair, tell our audience hi today.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining in and listening to the video here, and thanks to the city and Jeremy and all the staff at the City Hall for having the Barnhardt Group out here under contract to do this pavement management contract. You know, we travel extensively over the last 2 years. We've got 125,000 miles on our RV, and we've helped cities and counties literally save millions and millions of dollars by implementing the three-legged stool system of pavement management that I've outlined in the book on Better Roads. Now, what we are doing here is following an ASTM procedure. I don't want to take this to a deep technical level, but basically this is a complete inventory of our roadways, Jeremy, and we're going out and measuring, getting the lengths, the widths, the type of pavement, whether it's asphalt or concrete or gravel. We then inventory that into the computer software. Street Saver is the software we're using. That's developed by the Metropolitan Transportation Commission in the Bay Area in California. Over 400 users worldwide use this software to save their agencies money. I think the biggest bang for the buck with the city, what most cities find, Jeremy, is that when they get the inventory in place, we run the budget scenarios, we end up stretching those all-important budget dollars by about twice as much. Last week I was in Heard County, Georgia, and Daryl and I did a little video for the International Pavement Association, and Daryl said that 5 years ago, before we implemented the Street Saver pavement management, he was spending $1 million a year doing 10 miles of pavement, and now he's literally doing 22 miles with the same dollar amount with different treatments. So I guess the most important takeaway is when you see us out there measuring the roads, just have a little patience with us. Sometimes when we're doing rut detection, we have to get down on our hands and knees and literally use some props to determine if it's low, medium, or high severity. We collect the data, we put it onto the sheets, we mark up the maps, and then everything goes into the computerized software where we run the budget scenarios. Jeremy and I will work hand in hand coming up with unit prices, with the local unit prices for the treatments that we're about to use, and maybe we'll embark on some newer treatments. And I know from previous work with other cities and counties, these other treatments that we haven't used in the City of Wellington are going to come and completely revolutionize the pavement that you're looking at. So instead of driving down some of these older routes that we couldn't afford to do, there's some of these newer preventative maintenance techniques that can turn the road black and make it last a lot longer for very few dollars. So looking really forward to getting out here and getting things done for Wellington. I can say that I've traveled across America and spent time in many cities and counties. I've never met as friendly of people as you guys here in Wellington. Everyone's waving at me, and it's a great privilege for me to be here helping everybody out. So if there's any questions, Jeremy, I think they can contact you back at the head office.
Absolutely.
And if anyone's interested in looking at doing anything as far as the treatments, if you're a contractor, a local contractor listening in, I'd encourage you to talk to Jeremy about coming down to visit and maybe talk to us about some of those alternate treatments, the preservation, the in-place recycling, and so forth. If there's any questions about what we do here, Jeremy and his staff back at City Hall would be happy to talk to you guys.
So I think what we've got Blair out here today doing is we just took a core out of the street here, and that allows us to identify exactly what type of surface we're working with here, because we've got, you know, at least 12 or more different combinations of base and streets, and so we need to know exactly what we're working with so we can get the right treatment at the right time on the right road with the right contractor for the right reason. I'm getting this down. But that, like he said, it allows us to use our dollars more effectively and kind couple of weeks ago we put a video up after we replaced a culvert up on 21st Street, and we're going to be doing that here in the next couple of weeks, actually getting into that road. And just in talking to Blair in the last week, we've come up with another method of, instead of putting 6 inches of asphalt down, we're going to stabilize the base in a different way and only put a couple inches asphalt, which is going to save us several $1,000s just in one block. So that's really the whole purpose of what Blair's out here doing is to give us the information, make those decisions. So
for those of you who, if you want to get more involved with learning more about what we do, you can head on over to blairbarnhardt.com. That's Blair, BARNHARDT.com. We got a whole bunch of free training videos over there. If you can't get enough of this stuff, we also have 70 hours of online training and certification. For those of you who may be listening, are consulting engineers or contractors or even other city, county folks, maybe from Sumner County and stuff like that. So we're always out there trying to serve the general public, and if we can save millions for small cities in America, nationwide, we've developed a plan to save this country $2.5 billion a year, every single calendar year, just by getting 50 local agencies like Jeremy in 50 different states to collectively save $1 million. Do the math, folks. It's just amazing to watch the transformation here. We don't have to have crumbling roads anymore in America. That's the bottom line. So again, if you see us out there and you want to stop by and chat it up a bit, Blair, just come on out and see me. If you want to call me, 404-316-9792, and I'll turn it back over to Jeremy.
all right. Well, I want to give Blair a plug for his book. That he literally wrote the book on this method. Wrote the book on better roads. So that's I'm in the middle of it right now. I'm about halfway done with it, and there's tons of information in there, and it really spells out the whole process and the philosophy behind this. And I think this is something that we've really been needing for a number of years. Not to say that everyone before us, whether it's council, city staff, we did things for specific reasons, and there's just sometimes it's time to look at alternatives, and we do have to be more efficient. So that's what we're after. So. Actually, I think that covers a lot of stuff, and
we simplified that, didn't we?
Yes.
I mean, it can be highly technical. We're following some very specific engineering guidelines here, but I think the bottom line is the city has spent 2 or 3 cents a square yard to save $10 a square yard each and every calendar year thereafter. So again, great privilege to be out here.
All right. Thank you, Blair. Got Caleb behind the camera this morning. I want to thank him and all of the others at Studio 55, Channel 55, for allowing us to do stuff like this and get the word out to the public. So thank you very much. And until next time, thank you.